Welcome along to Radio Llanelli Talk Radio. We're going to be talking about doctors' surgeries in Llanelli. I've got Ewan Lewis, our reporter, in the office. Welcome along, Ewan.
Oh, good to be here.
Doctors' surgeries are said to be in crisis in the town of Llanelli. You can't find a doctor, you can't get an appointment for love nor money. The old system of walking in, waiting until he became or she became available seems to have gone. Now you have to phone. One man told us on the street of Llanelli today that he'd phoned 120 times in one morning. Still didn't get an appointment. What are your views? Telephone us, text us, message us on Facebook. 077 604 53350. Llanelli Online on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll read out your views. Now then, Ewan, have you got a doctor?
I couldn't possibly say because I don't think I've ever seen one.
You're fit, don't you? Did your parents have a doctor then? Do they struggle with going to a surgery and finding anyone?
Well, they both work in hospitals, so they know the problem, the stress that some of the doctors can be under, the amount of work that they have to do. They just.
So what are you saying then? Is if they're sick, they don't go and see the doctor. They just because they got sympathy for them.
Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, there is an issue, isn't it? I mean, if you're an old person and you're ill at home and you're phoning the doctor 120 times in the morning, you can't get hold of them. I mean, it's got to be a worry for people, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's not good.
What do you think the answer is? I mean, have you got any solutions? Is the problem recruiting GPs? They don't want to come to Wales. Doctors' surgeries, nobody's coming forward to take them over. No young doctors. Even the old-fashioned Asian doctors that were coming over and people from various other countries aren't coming anymore.
No, I know a lot of them, and a lot of junior doctors and medical students who have passed their course to become young doctors have gone on away from Wales, gone on to England or other countries.
Is that because it's more attractive? Are we just not attractive enough for them as a town, as a county?
As really, maybe a whole nation.
Do you think? Well, the problem is Wales itself.
Possibly, yeah.
Well, we'll have a listen to see what some of the people on the streets of Llanelli had to say today when we were out and about.
Do you find it easy to see the doctor?
No, not really, because by the time you could have phoned from 8:30 onwards.
Right.
And one particular day, I couldn't get through till about 10 o'clock.
Right.
And then we're fully booked now, she said.
Right.
Is
so
it
you
an
couldn't see the doctor
emergency?
that day then?
I did.
Oh,
I said, is this an emergency? Yes, I said, I've got asthma. I got asthma. And I did manage to see the doctor at 11:15, 11:15.
Yeah. Are you happy with the way the doctor's surgeries are operating now?
Yes, you're all right, yes.
You're all right with it?
Yes.
Do you think they could be improved?
They could be improved, yes.
In what way? Quicker
service, yes.
A lot of people complaining, they phone up, they get to speak to a receptionist, she then tries to diagnose or push you to somewhere else to avoid seeing the doctor almost. Would you think that happens?
Yes, I think so, certain ones do.
No?
No, I went to the doctors today because I was having panic attacks.
Why do you think we're struggling to find doctors in Wales?
I don't know, there's not many, because two of my doctors now are retiring.
Yeah. All the old doctors retiring, aren't they? So
yes.
They're going to be taken over by these private practices.
Private practices.
Business with this money.
Yes,
Are you worried about that?
Yes, because I was thinking the younger doctors don't know much about your problems, like, do they? You know.
I think if it was a file, not a person.
What surgery are you with?
Don't know.
TSD?
Yeah.
Yeah, same one as me.
Well, that's going through some problems we've been told at the moment.
Yes, it is.
In the TSD.
I find it's fine with me.
Yeah? You're all right then.
I find they're stingy giving out medication, especially if you need it for asthma
Yes.
depression.
Right.
I get problems with that.
Okay, so what are the problems there? Is there a barrier with seeing, again, is that the doctor, or is the receptionist, or is
Doctor.
they don't like to give out the prescription?
No.
Hold on. Give me that statistic again.
120 times I phoned the doctor once Monday morning.
And you couldn't get through?
Couldn't get through.
What happened when you did get through?
I didn't bother wait till the next day. You waited until Wednesday, which is walk-in surgery.
So you walked in then?
I walked in and I see him.
But you're lucky to have that because a lot of surgeries still don't have that.
I could agree with you. Yeah.
Is your doctor the old type traditional doctor, that's still one of the old...
Yes, yeah, I must have been.
They haven't retired, gone into a private practice yet?
No, not yet.
But that's to come when he does retire?
I should imagine so, more or less.
Would you say that the NHS, certainly with doctor surgeries, is in crisis in Wales?
Yes, absolutely.
Why can't we recruit doctors?
Because they go privately and they make more money.
Money's not enough, okay? No. What would you think about taking doctors basically as a county, let's say, county approach, saying, let's give them a house, the county council can give them some houses, set them up, so that they're still getting a salary, a good salary, but we're looking after ourselves, we're looking after the county like that, getting good old-fashioned doctors in.
But I don't think it comes to us, because most doctors got a few pennies anyway.
Yeah,
so
but it'd be nice for, I'm talking about doctors from overseas to have anything that we can give them to come over.
Yes. Why should we get enough doctors in this country? It's just that the money's not there for them. They go privately, innit? End off. There's not you can do about it, really, innit? I know they're getting rid of so many different cultures coming in at the present moment. The doctors, what you've got there, are full doctors. It's another culture, but I mean, it's one of the things what's happening at the present moment.
There we go, an accordionist accompanying the people in Llanelli as well there. What do you think of some of the comments that were made there by those people? 120 times that chap called his doctor's surgery, couldn't get an appointment.
Well, that's unacceptable, isn't it? It just shouldn't be like that.
It's hard to know what the answer is, and again, as I said, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to call us, it is 077 604 53350. Facebook us, Llanelli Online. Twitter, tweet to us at Llanelli Online as well. We're just going to take a break now, and we'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back to Radio Llanelli, brought to you by George Parker, parkerplant.co.uk for all your, excavating, digging and building needs as well. Based there in Pemberton Park, Pemberton, halfway in Llanelli. Iwan, we've heard these people talking about the doctor's surgeries. Do you fancy being a doctor yourself? Is it a profession that you would consider going into, knowing what you know?
No, because it just seems to be becoming more stressful for the doctors. I mean, all these problems are going around not just Llanelli, but Wales and maybe even the UK, the NHS. No.
Well, there we are. We've focused on that. Thanks very much for your calls. Thanks very much for your messages. Join us tomorrow when we will be speaking directly with the Mayor of Llanelli, County Councillor Jeff Edmonds, and he'll be coming in to talk about his nominated charity, which is the Dementia UK, and he will also be telling us about the year he's had. It's almost coming to an end as the Mayor of Llanelli and what he's been doing. So join us again to Llanelli. Thanks for listening, and farewell for now.